This is the very first of these philanthropic breakfasts. Our goal is to figure out how to evolve that industry. There's about, as I understand, about $6 trillion in philanthropy, and I heard that the underarching thesis is that people don't know where to put it, where and how to put it in a manner where they can get a strong sense of ROI and they can optimize their impact. But it's all about collaboration and bringing communities together. And I use that to introduce our next speaker briefly, which is Sebastian Rosemont. Sebastian is the Green Cities Coordinator for the Earth Day Network. And it's very much on this wave of bringing people together. I don't believe we have time to compete anymore as human beings. We have to come together. And so on that note, why don't we come together on the stage and then I'll leave.
Thank you for that, and thank you to Melissa for having us. I'm delighted to represent Earth Day Network, and we are also very excited to be partners with Bocha working going forward. So Earth Day Network, we are a network of over 50,000 partners in over 150 countries around the world. And we work to, our mission is to broaden, diversify, and activate the environmental movement. And we have an opportunity in 2020, it will be the 50th anniversary of Earth Day, to engage people around the world across cultural, political, social, and economic boundaries. And the potential there is huge. And we like to look at what happened on the first Earth Day in 1970 to see what that potential is. In 1970, oh, just excuse me, I'm a little bit nervous.
Doing a great job.
In 1970, 20 million Americans came out into the streets and to demand. We had, the cities were hazy, they were covered in smog, rivers were on fire, and 20 million Americans came out into the street to demand healthy and safe communities. And it was what they wanted. It was an enormous mobilization that they wanted, the creation of, formation of the EPA, and the passage of the Clean Air Act, Clean Water Act, and the Endangered Species Act, which as of this morning are all still in place. As far as I know, I haven't checked the news. But so these are, when people are engaged at the local level, when they come out into their communities, you can really make that impact. And in 2020, in this interconnected world, we have the possibility to have that same level of impact at the global level. All of us are here in San Francisco this week talking about it, and when we all go home, that's where the action happens, in our communities, in our countries. So I'd like to just, a couple of the initiatives that we are working on. We have different programs. I work with cities and mayors. We are working with faith organizations. Education and youth empowerment is a huge focus of ours. We work with K-12 universities to really build the movement and empower the next generation of environmental leaders. And a couple of our key initiatives for 2020, one is the Earth Challenge 2020, and we're partnering with the State Department and the Wilson Center, and it is a citizen science project. And the way that we're developing it is it will start with working with universities and investors to hold hackathons and to generate new ideas of how we can tackle environmental issues such as air quality and water quality, and then develop those tools and to get them into the hands of citizens and the public to be able to generate quality data. Because what happens is we have all our agencies and universities that have high-powered measuring tools, but they can't put them everywhere. And so getting tools into the hands of citizens can really generate a massive database where we can then put that, and if we can have quality data, then researchers and policymakers can use it to really design, to find out how to have the biggest impact at the local level and community level. So we're working to develop those tools. The Earth Challenge 2020 part comes in April 2020, where we will launch this and hope to gather 1 billion data points during the month of April, which will then launch this database, which will then turn over to an international body to be the steward and caretaker of this database, and make it accessible to policymakers and researchers. Another one of our initiatives is the Great Global Cleanup. Plastic pollution is is a major issue of ours, and we're again working with partners around the world for what will be the largest ever volunteer engagement and volunteer movement for organized cleanups around the world, develop the tools to be able to record all of the things that they are collecting, and again find out what some of the problem issues are. What types of, we all know that single-use plastics are a major problem. What are some of the biggest ones? How can we, where are they? Rivers, oceans, beaches, just in our communities, and how can we, how can we target to have the highest impact? We are also exploring the possibilities with VOCHA for creating an app using blockchain in a sense, how do we track and how do we record all of these actions that we are that are happening around the world, verifying it and incentivizing these actions. So we're excited to continue exploring that. And again, this is the opportunity is there in 2020 to reach and engage people the people who need to be engaged at the local level in their communities to really have that same level of impact. We are facing a whole new level of environmental and climate issues than we were in 1970, and it requires engagement across sectors, and it requires the support of everybody, and we need the tools and the resources